They didn't let me go nowhere today. So what's up, everybody? What are you saying? The new Matt Clark at the new Matt Clark. How are you guys Saturday? I'm doing great. My girl's doing great. And regardless of all bull crap, we're trying to stay positive. We're trying to stay focused. And we're trying to stay uplifted. I'm going to burn this beautiful, delicious looking joint. This is some nice pink punch with some straight distillate on the outside, if you can see that. I might hack my guts out, sorry. FG, man, I'm doing good. What's up, Eat Cold Eat? I'm trying to... I'm trying my best to stay inside, man. Yeah, man, smoking that gas for sure. I'm trying my best to stay in and not go out, but it's kind of difficult, you know? They're trying to keep us inside all the time, but it's hard to go out and buy everything all at one time. Grocery stores don't have everything you need. What's up, Miss Kenna? How you doing? So it gets a little bit difficult at times to get what you need. You know that. So, you know, things are a little crazy right now, but I'm hoping for the best, expecting the worst, but hoping for the best. That's all I can do. You know what I mean? Yeah, I wouldn't say that I'm going crazy. I just say that it's a little bit difficult being unclear with what's going on, right? We're not being told the full story when this, what's really happening, what's happening with tests, what's happening with all this stuff. You never get a real answer. What's up, Saeed? So, anyways, it doesn't matter. I'm here to talk about it. Whatever you guys want to talk about, you got questions, you want to talk about prison, you want to talk about addiction, you want to talk about just life. It doesn't matter. That's what I'm here for. Let's do that. What's up, Northern Pike? How you doing, bro? Nothing had prices on it. Yeah, they're just probably just charging whatever they want. Up here, you go to stores, you got convenience stores that are charging, 16, 18, $20 for a little small bottle of hand sanitizer. It's crazy. If you guys are seeing some of those states down in some of those pens down in the states are starting to riot and smash up. Is it hard to go from 10 milligrams of Suboxone to 5? I found that I did not feel the drop at all. What's up, Grand and Shine? I didn't feel the drop at all until I was under 4. Yeah, the South and those super jails are always locked down, so I can only imagine how locked down they are now. God damn. My spliff is ripping, B. Shit's too damn sticky. But it's still burning. Oh, no, it's not. This distillate's fucking this shit up. Sorry. Anyways, anybody got any questions? What do you guys want to talk? Ian Kingston, those boys are scared, man. That shit's scary, like... you know that you're not going to get their full... People think lots of different things. Some people say it's because it's free like a... But the reality is, it's because... oh, yeah, you bought them that? That's nice of you. That's solid of you. Anyways, it's because the guards used to whistle on death row, and they used to walk people to their death. So that's the real reason. At least that's what I think. Do I think they'll send inmates home early? I think if you're like a real non-violent offender, it could get to that point. I'm sure they probably have already started letting people out on bail. I can't say because I don't have a full connection. I got a bro that's in the halfway house system, and I know there the CRF halfway house beds are not the beds, the staffing is running short. They don't want to go to work, they don't want to put themselves at risk. So they're in a position where they may have to go back. They may, if they don't have family or anybody to support them in the community, they may have to go back, and that's no good. That's not fair to them, Oh, man, this spliff might be a write-off. Sorry, guys. This thing's literally like glued to my finger. Not many will get out early. You literally have to have no pass, like no serious pass, no violent charges. Somebody like me is never gonna get out. Would I ever do six? No, I would not. This is the thing. I don't even talk about names on my channel. I don't even talk about prison secrets on my channel. I see some channels, they get up and they say, this is how you do this, and this is how you bring this in, and this is how you do that. I'm not doing none of that shit. Ricky boys, what up, man? I'm doing my best, man. I'm doing my best. My girl keeps getting cheesed at me because I'm overprotective. So, I don't really want her going anywhere and stuff like that, and she feels a little bit confined, but I just want her to be safe. Yeah, I'm still working. I'm still working. Yes, I'm a real Canadian. I'm still working, man, every day, Monday to Friday, 7 to 4. So I'm still putting them hours in. It's a little scary at times, but hopefully, at the end of the day, I still can pay my bills. Sorry. And if we get sick, then, we have some contingency plans for my work and shit. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? So, goddamn joint, man. Don't demonetize me, YouTube, over one goddamn swear word. Sorry. Do I know anybody who didn't wear flip-flops in the shower? There's lots of people that don't wear flip-flops in the shower. It's nasty. You're like 50-50 guaranteed to get athlete's foot if you do that. So, you're taking a chance. And no, I have not gone and got tested. At the end of the day, I'd like to think that I'm a fairly healthy person and I don't have to go through all that. I smoke. That's the only downfall, but I don't got no asthma. I don't have high blood pressure. I don't have diabetes. I work out every day almost. I work a lot, so I'd like to think that I'd be all right. Skeet feet, man, that's true. That shit's gross. Nasty. Ew. What are my views on volunteers that go into prison? Hey, man, at the end of the day, if people are going to take their time out of their day to go in and help people, I think that's great. I think a lot of the time volunteers get a real tough rap. It's difficult for them. They're constantly being asked to do things that they don't want to do, etc. So it could be difficult. So I respect them as long as they're there for the right reasons. What are my thoughts on Beaver Creek? My thoughts on Beaver Creek are that it's an easy place to do time. If you're in the medium side, it'll get a little bit more difficult. But on the minimum side, it's there. I've been on the medium side. My bro's on the minimum side. So it's one of the better places to do time in this province, that's for sure. Yes, I have witnessed an overdose. If you were in prison now, would I be worried? For sure I'd be worried. You're not going to get the right care. If you do get sick, say you need a ventilator and they don't have one in there, what are they going to do? I would just be worried that they wouldn't give me the right care. Yes, I have witnessed an overdose in jail. Yes, I have seen lots of people get forced into the shower because they stink. Lots of people. I actually watched a guy overdose on his. What is my thought on the youth? Hold on. What's your on the youth? Or do you think they disrespect OGs more now than they used to? I just think the new generation. I don't know. That's how we get them. It's more. I just think that that the youth nowadays, this generation as a whole, was brought up different. When I was brought up, we were brought up to respect the elders, respect the OGs, the guys that paved the way for us. And now I feel like it's kind of like F those people. Yeah. People can get real grimy in prison and they get scared. A lot of guys don't go to the shower because they're scared. They think people are going to come in and assault them, take advantage of them. They don't want to step on the wrong people's toes because a lot of the time, one shower will be for the guys on the block that have been there, and then the other shower will be for all the new guys and the dirty guys. So If you're on a block, chances are the shower that you're using, if you've been there for a while, the new guys ain't gonna be able to use. So a lot of them will try to duck out and not do it. Uh, will Cambia be? I don't know what that is. Cannabis be allowed in prison? Probably not. I don't really speak on other prison channels, bro. Be honest. The reality is, I wouldn't want people really speaking on me negatively. So, at the end of the day, I'm just gonna stay out of that. See, here they're all the same too. The only difference is some have orange filters and some have white filters, but they're all generic. There's no branding on them. There's no like special filter. Other Demores used to have the hole in the back and stuff. None of that. Not to mention my cigarettes are $17 a pack here in the beautiful Ontario. You know what I'm saying, people? 17 goddamn dollars a pack. What are you guys saying though? I know there's nothing wrong with speaking my mind on it, but this is the thing, bro. I'm just not really that kind of person. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know them, it's not really, I feel like it's not my place. And at the end of the day, I'm just happy that anybody from prison who ain't no snitch, who ain't no weirdo, is doing their thing. How many cigarettes do I smoke a day? I don't know. It depends. Anywhere from a half a pack to a pack, probably. I smoke a lot, man. I smoke a lot of trees too. So my lungs ain't great. You know what I'm saying, Alex? It's not that I don't have an opinion. It's just that I'd rather not share it. You know what I'm saying? I just think that a lot of the time when you get involved in all that drama, you get involved in all that stuff, then the message that you're actually trying to put out there doesn't get heard. And then you turn into something different. Your channel turns into something different. And that's not what I want, man. I'm here to help people. If I'm honest, yeah, I have switched my life around, and not perfect. I still have my weaknesses, and I've just managed to stay away from the chocha and the smack, you know, and those are the things that you need to stay away from. This is the thing. Yes, sorry, Northern Pike. Yeah, I have ran into subscribers a few times. One of the workers at the Max convenience store by my old place, he watched my channel, and I bumped into a few people actually. So, yeah, the reality is, Alex, that I'm happy for any man that's doing their thing. I don't even care. Like I've commented on Big Sid's channel. I think that shit's hilarious. And if people don't understand what that is, he's just messing around, man. And people play into it, he's gonna get mad. Hey, appreciate that, Garrett. Thanks for the 3.99 spot. Garrett, what is that? Gary Parcel Harvester. Thank you, man. I appreciate that very much. Sorry, Miss Canada, can you ask again? You wear shorts and tees if you have them. Some guys in provincial don't have them. If you had them, you'd be wearing them. Shorts aren't an automatic, there's limited pairs. So if you go through provincial, unless you've been there, you probably ain't going to get them. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Miss Canada, ask again. No more questions? Have I ever had a stinky cellmate? Yes, I have. I've done 17 years. Of course I have. You know how many people I've kicked out of my cell over the years? Like, so many. I see that, Alex. Yeah, I do know about that place. I've been there, and I spent most of my time there in segregation. As you could figure, obviously being the victim of abuse, I had some things to say. I would never recommend it for anybody. Sorry, Lewis. No, I'm not. Maurice, like, do I stick with my kind? I would say that most cases you're gonna hang out with your own race, but not always. I was cool with everybody. Ontario's not really like that. You know that we live in a diverse place, so it's not really like on that shit. But when it comes down to it, for the most part, you're probably gonna be rolling with your own people. And that's just facts. You know what I mean? It's kind of cold out here, man. It's kind of cold out here. It's nice and sunny, but the sun feels good, but it's cold. Shorty Shay, no, I'm not. I'm Italian, Scottish, Irish. So no, I'm not biracial. So I would assume that he's a creep. What's up, Todd? Respect to you too, Scarlett. I would say that he's a creep. Then, see, at this point in my life, if I was there, I would probably be dealing with it. First case scenario. I'm just at a different point in my life. I feel like sex offenders. That's really the only way to get them. It's really the only way to get them. Scarlet Nightmare, I feel for you. I'm a victim myself, so I feel for you. Yeah, I'm Scottish too. Obviously, Clark. Maurice. Yes, 100%. They abuse inmates. Now, it depends on where you are. In the federal system, because they can be touched a lot easier than in the provincial system, the guards are much more respectful, although you do get a lot of superhero guards. In the provincial system, though, if you go to certain jails like the West Detention, they are exactly how they're portrayed in the media. They've slapped guys, they choke guys out, guys that are new and don't really understand it. You know, is Millhaven a PC pen now? I think it kind of is, to be honest. Like, I'm not saying it's just like how KP was before. Maybe not every single person there is a PC, but I would think that, sorry, a lot of them are. Uh, it's cold outside too. I gotta go inside for a minute. Just give me a sec, sorry guys. I'm in here, babe. So yeah, population max now is in Collins Bay, so it's not there. So yeah, I would say that it is, but not everybody there is a PC. There's incompatible situations where some people just don't really have other options, and that's kind of what happens. What do you mean? Now Joyceville is reception. Millhaven will be max reception, and then they'll go over to Collins Bay if their population. But I'm sure there's a range over there too, where not everybody over there is bad. You know, uh, this is the thing you got to remember. If say two guys beef in reception, and one guy gets stabbed up, right, and he goes out, he can't come back into that population. Now he's got family here, he's got kids here, and they say to him, you can either go to British Columbia and be in population, or you can stay here at Millhaven and see your family. I think a lot of guys are put in that predicament, and it's difficult for them. No, I was never in J Unit. I was in Millhaven in reception, but I was not in J Unit. What's up, M. Gray? I did all my time in Joyceville. Collins Bay was Gladiator School in the 90s. In the 2000s, Joyceville was Gladiator School for sure. Would I take mushrooms? I probably would. I like. I'm a spiritual person, and I feel like you can learn a lot from psychedelics. You could write on your cell walls, but we always say don't write on your cell walls because if you do, you're gonna come back and see it. superstitions, right? So we're not into that. I never wrote my name on the walls. I feel like if you do that, you're gonna come back and see it. That's just straight facts. Prison is a crappy place, man. You never want to go there, period. There's no reason to go there ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a total waste of time. You know, it's and right now I can only imagine how terrifying it is in there right now for some people. You know, imagine you're in there on a freaking weed charge, and then all of a sudden this goddamn coronavirus comes ripping through the population. You know, are you allowed to write on your unless you're breaking someone out? You know what I mean? Hold on, let me set this thing up so I don't have to hold it weird. I just gotta tilt it. God damn. So, any more questions for your man? Yeah, yeah, Todd. You know, you literally have you. If you really think about it, you have episodes every couple of days in the pen. You know, like whether they're funny, you know, some of the funniest things you ever see happen in your life happen in there, because it's such a ruthless dog eat dog kind of place. You know, there's no, there's no empathy. So if you make mistakes, they're gonna let you have it. People don't go to jail for weed here anymore either. You know, I feel like because weed's legal now, you should automatically have all weed charges expunged. I do think it's possible to break out in federal if you're in a camp or certain places, but why would you? I do know about the old side of the hearse, and I do know about how they say it's a good place. Never been there, but I did old Mimico time, which was similar, and that was good. Inside job, probably. Eh? JH, what up? There's different reasons why people may get shipped out of province, whether it's they have compatibles all over the place or people have written them as incompatibles. If you could please hit that like button. There's 18 people here. Let's go hit that like button. So if you you know, have problems, get stabbed up, have incompatibles, all this stuff, then it could get to a point where there's no more places for you to go in this province, and they'll ship you out of province. But there are times where you'll be going through reception. There's just literally a lack of beds everywhere, and they'll force guys out of province. It happens all the time. It literally happens all the time. So there's no guarantee that you're going to do your time in the province you get arrested nowadays because of the lack of beds, the closing of Kingston Penitentiary, turning Joyceville Penitentiary into reception. You know, these change the whole bed situation. So they feel no way. You could end up going on the Con Air across the province, across the country. You could end up in Renouse, in Nova Scotia or New Brunswick or wherever the hell it is. Or you can end up in Kent in BC. You can end up in Edmonton Max, which I'm telling you don't want to end up in, especially if you're from Ontario. And, you know, it's just a rough world for some people. Why are you here from out of province? People, they're automatically going to be suspect of who you are. You'll see. It's not a good look. You know, you see so many guys, like these little small kids, gang tats all over their face, come from out of province because they think it's cool to join a gang. They think it's cool to be involved in these things. But when the shit really gets real and beef really pops off, then they're like, oh crap, what did I sign up for? And they dip out. And then they have to leave the province. And then you're stamped with all these gang tats, and people know that you're no good. It's a rough life, man. The best thing for you to do is just stay neutral. Be a neutron. Stay out of it. If you're not cut from that cloth, just stay out of it. In Canada, for the most part, you can be a neutron. For the most part. You just keep it real. You may have to defend yourself every now and then because people act tough with you. And you can't let that slide, especially in certain institutions. You know, like this is the thing. I always explain to people. If you come in the federal system, because in provincial system is totally different. You have to stand up for yourself or you will be prey. In the federal system, though, if you go down there and you don't act like no bad boy, you don't act like no rude boy, and you don't pick fights, you don't try to be a tough guy, and you just tell people from the very beginning that that's not who you are, and then later on down the road somebody picks a fight with you and you walk away, there's no shame in your game. People aren't going to hold that against you if you admit that that's not who you are, if you play your position, if you stay in your lane. But if you act tough, or you pick fights with smaller people, or 100% win situations, and then when the shit really gets real, you back down, that's when stuff can get real bad for somebody, is when you're not keeping it trill. You just got to keep it real all the time. If you're not that person, then just tell people you're not that person. Would you rather people tell you you look like a sucker, or would you rather those people tell you to go in there and stab this person when you're not built like that? A lot of our problem as men is our pride, right? If you allow something to bother you and get at you emotionally, then you're never going to have peace and you're always going to be in confrontation. You have to know when to fight. You have to choose your battles. Why? Sorry about that. When it comes to prison, the war is getting out alive, is walking out free, not adding more time. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I say smarts is the most important. Brawn is down the list. If you happen to be smart and tough, bonus. But if it's smart or tough, I'm taking smart every time. I'm taking smart every time. A smart person can use tough people to do what he needs to be done. He can surround himself in the right situation. But a tough person, a lot of time, has pride issues and ego issues and can spout out and get himself in trouble because he feels a certain way. You have to read situations in prison wisely. You have to survey your surroundings. You have to understand who's with you at all times and who's not. A lot of time, you can have a whole squad of people make you feel like they're right, and all of a sudden they're like this. And you're in the middle of a beef with a squad of guys. For sure, you'll meet some real solid people in prison, but for sure, you'll also meet a lot of shady people that really don't care about you. They just want to get what they can from you. These are people that are locked away, that are losing in their mind. So they gotta take whatever they can. And that's why you get a lot of bullying stuff. That's why you get fighting over peanut butters and honey buns. It's just what can you control, right? Control has been snatched from you. You have no more control of your life. So people try to hold on to what they can. So they control the phones, or they control a table or a shower. Or they punk off all the honey buns or the peanut butters. That's ego. That's a weak man who feels like he's gotta flex on people to make himself feel better. But that's a weak man that does stuff like that to people. You know. Back in the day, it was the con versus the man. Nowadays, you see a lot of dudes that'll stab up a convict, punk off a convict for his food, but you know what I'm saying? I worked in Corcan in Joyceville for 3.5 years, and my boss went to shake my hand the last day I was there before I got out, and I refused to shake his hand. And he was upset with me, and I said, "Man, you work for corrections. I'm not shaking your hand." There was a time where you had a CO uniform on. You locked the doors. You locked the people in their cells. I can't shake your hand. Crazy. There was a time where if you called an officer bro, you would get punched out. Now you see that all the time. You see guys calling them bro, even sir. It's a sign of respect. Times have changed, man. And that's why I'm out. That's why I'm done with it. Aside the waste of time aspect of it, it's not the same as it used to be. There's no honor amongst thieves anymore. Weirdest thing, right? Anyways, anybody got any more questions? I see that. I'll be 38. 38. You know what I mean? I'm an old man that looks young. Kinda young. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button. Have you ebet? I don't know what that is. What's ebet mean? No, I have not been married, but I want to get married. Philip, what up? Yeah, well, I'll be 38 in May, Alex. And I will be getting married. I got my beautiful, amazing woman. No, I'm on 82. I'm an old man. Prison keeps you young. It's weird, but it does. You know, you don't have the stresses of bills and hard stresses of everyday life. Working a job, 9 to 5. You know, those stresses take their toll on your body. I appreciate that, Miss Canada. And yes, she is. Yeah, Todd, you look like you're 25. I'm just kidding. Uh, yeah, man, I did find an amazing lady. Andrea, hey. She said hi, baby. She said hi. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So, what are you guys doing tonight? Chilling? I finally got my internet and everything set up. So, it's not just like the same 5 DVDs over and over and over. I literally had like the worst stack of DVDs. It's like all the diehards, which are all right, but you know, I'm here with my girl. We're locked down. My girl doesn't want to watch hours and hours and hours of action movies. That's literally all I got. Todd, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Happy Easter to you and your family too, and happy Easter to everybody that's watching. I know it's not the Easter we expected. I'm supposed to be spending this time with my family, but I can't. So we just started watching the Tiger King. We're gonna get into that. Shit's crazy. You know, I've already watched all The Wire. I don't love it. It's a little boring for me. A little slow. You know, but I did watch it. So, but we'll get into something. You know, how would Joe Exotic do in the pen? I don't think Joe Exotic would do all that well in the pen. I think people might get a kick out of him for a while. Might make people laugh, but I think after that he'll get annoying. Sopranos is awesome. Liam, yes, I will be doing interviews for sure. I'm just not tech savvy, man, and I don't have a computer, and I'm trying to figure out how to set up doing interviews from my, you know, I just right now money's tight, and you know, most apps that record and stuff like that, they don't record the audio, and I don't know, I'm trying to figure it all out. Now, my girl has a computer. We're just trying to figure it all out. So my goal is to get it all set up in the next few weeks. You know. Yeah, I was thinking about that, Alex, for sure. Yeah, actually, the good thing is that that's not the kind of stuff that she's into, so I don't have to watch any of that stuff. Any more questions before I kick out of here? It'll probably be another 5 minutes or so. Man, it's good talking to you. Yeah, they all rats, man. They're all rats, and they're all weirdos. Look at them all. None of them would do well. I'm telling you, gay guys don't do well in prison. Like they just don't. Uh, like there's an LGBTQ group in Fembrook, and they're there, and they stand proud, but they get a hard time. They do. So it's not easy for anybody. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that's right. I don't have a problem with people being that way. If whatever's Whatever's is good for each of us, you know. As long as you don't come at me with that, I don't care what you do. That's how I think. You know, care what you do. I think that's the problem with our society. People care too much. Uh, I don't really want to speak on that. Sorry, bro. I don't need the mafia coming after me. Yeah, I'll be on here for another minute or a few minutes there, Miss Canada. But yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate that, and it was a great chat. I really enjoy these. You know, sometimes they're hard. It's hard to make time for everything, but I do enjoy talking to you guys. It's good. Any more questions? Any more questions? Is my coffee right here? Yeah. Yeah, it is. No, I never got confronted to join a gang or an organization. Never. You know, I was always somebody who came up in the system in Toronto. So, I was always cool with everybody. If you were like in like a white gang, you probably wouldn't be trying to recruit me, you know. But it's obvious that I'm cool with everybody. I'm not into any of that, you know. Hit that like button if you're here and you haven't hit that like button, and hit that subscribe button if you're here and you haven't hit that subscribe button. Share with somebody on social media. Go back and watch all the videos. I'm probably gonna erase a lot of those old live streams. They're taking up a lot of time on my phone, so I'll probably be erasing a bunch of those old live streams so I can make a bunch of new videos. You know what I mean? Any more questions? One more question, and I'm out of here. Go eat some dinner. I think tonight I'm just gonna have some eggs, some breakfast sausages, some salad. Try to eat some healthy food, even though breakfast sausages aren't technically healthy. As long as everything else is healthy, right? Trying to live as good as we can out here. No more questions? Yes, I have seen somebody drink yak. It's nasty. It's disgusting. It's filthy. And you'll get very sick if you do that. You know what I mean? It's gross. Right now I'm smoking sherbet cookies and pink punch. Pink punch is super, super chronic. Uh, but I only do high end. 4A plus. I can't smoke the Reggie. Can't do it. Kills my lungs. They all kill my lungs, but no Reggie for me. Anyways, people, I love you guys. Thanks for taking the time to come and spend some time with me in this live stream. Hit that like button before you take off. Hit that subscribe button. Philip, man, don't worry. We'll get you. You'll catch up with us, man. Girl Scout cookies is boom. Love each and every one of you. Philip, man, stay up. Keep your family safe, everybody. Stay safe yourselves. To all the essential workers out there, man, we appreciate you working out there in the front lines. It's scary every day. So thank you very much to all of you. Have a good day. The new Matt Clark.